From the Gateway in Salt Lake City, Utah, this is the season finale of Devotion Championship Wrestling. Hello, folks. Lauren Gardner, the Cicerone, turning the time over to a man without whom there would have been no Season 1, Manny Lemons.
Hey, I just wanted to come out here real quick and just thank you all here tonight. You know, we started this journey 2 years ago, and look where we are. We didn't come this far just to come this far. Devotion Championship Wrestling's turning the page, and into the 2021, we're gonna get even bigger, baby. Woo! We at Devotion Championship Wrestling, we know you guys had other options tonight, and we just thank you so much for choosing us.
And that goes to all of those who are watching from home as well on Fight TV, YouTube, and Amazon Prime. But of course, every party has to have a pooper. That's why we invited Matthew Robles. What has he got? Is that hand sanitizer? He doesn't trust Manny to be not unclean.
We know that shut up!
Apologize for the foul language from our devoted faithful, but they're not wrong.
I know you guys have a choice. The choice wasn't to come see him. The choice wasn't to come see Devotion. The choice was to come and see me. And
now that's a laughable statement if I ever heard one.
you know, you can boo all you want.
We will. Manny will too, there's no doubt.
You can boo all you...
Manny Lemons getting the jumpsuit jammies chant going for Mr. Robles there, who does take an extreme amount of pride in his appearance.
You know what? Your mom told me how.
Oh, hey, come on now, MK.
Now listen.
Come on.
I care about you.
If you want to get MK's goat, get him where it hurts the most, in his vanity.
I'm the one that cares about you. You're not social distancing. You're not the one that has hand sanitizer.
No, that's not
I'm the one that cares
true.
about you.
Oh my gosh! He just sprayed the hand sanitizer in the eyes of Manny Lemons, and out come the prophets of destruction.
I'm the one that cares. I'm the one with the hand sanitizer.
Oh yeah, because only caregivers have hand sanitizer. Since the formation of the prophets of destruction, this is just
what do you think
far,
about
sadly.
him now? We're here, and he's down there.
Manny comes back up with the chair, rolls into the ring, and yep, what else would you expect from MK and his minions? They run away.
Oh, you think you're tough? How about this? How about this? You wear yellow because you're a coward.
Oh, one to talk there.
Why don't you take on the prophets of destruction later on tonight and prove you're not a coward, bitch?
Oh, wow, folks, I'm sorry about that. I tried putting a muzzle on MK earlier, but his snout wasn't quite long enough. Well, you have it, a challenge made by the prophets of destruction. Will Manny find a partner, or will he go it alone? But before that, we've got another open challenge from, you guessed it, folks, the Bearded Lady. And that match is coming up right now.
Is there anyone in the back who thinks they've got what it takes to take down the Bearded Lady?
When last we saw the Bearded Lady, she defended in an open challenge against Psycho. And Psycho was very hesitant to engage in any act with... Wait, it's Psycho! He's come back for seconds! Methinks he doth protest too much. Regardless of his squeamishness around what I would say probably one of the most beautiful competitors we have here at Devotion Championship Wrestling, Psycho, again, looking to make a name for himself, not as a valet, not as a doctor alongside other participants, but as a competitor himself. He has seen what the Bearded Lady has done with the, I don't know what it is, title. And he thinks that if he is able to come out, there's no doubt, I'm sure, that he believes he will raise himself in the prestige of DCW management. Referee Izzy coming out will be officiating this match. The bearded lady herself a little perplexed as to why the Psycho would come back and go for it again. And already the fans saying to kiss him. And the bearded lady proclaiming her future actions. We'll see if it comes down to it tonight. Last time we saw Dr. Psycho try and humiliate the bearded lady with a test of strength. This time, it's the bearded lady who calls for the test of strength. With the height advantage, she's able to get underneath, but now Psycho coming back, and the bearded lady takes him for a dip, and he escapes with his, well, we'll call it dignity intact. With his wits about him now, collar and elbow tie-up goes in, and the bearded lady able to get into a wrist lock, transitions into a Juji Gatami, and yes, we've seen her use all of her assets like this before, and now into an arm wrench inside cradle pin attempt, and Psycho gets out at one. Looking a bit discombobulated himself, the bearded lady goes in for a double axe handle, only to be stopped by a boot from Psycho. Psycho comes off the ropes, the bearded lady drop toe hold, brings him down, planting his forehead right into the mat. The bearded lady taking a curtsy, and now, like Velasquez riding authentic in the 2020 Kentucky Derby, the bearded lady takes Psycho for a ride. Bearded lady telling Izzy that he likes it. I'm not sure, but he has come back for more. Scooped up and slammed right in the center of the mat. The bearded lady going for a pinning ride now. Psycho, with a bit of revulsion on his face, has survived another pin attempt. The bearded lady having most of the offense in this match so far, but Psycho pulls her into the ropes. He now climbs to his feet, goes out of the, oh no, and drops the bearded lady's throat across the middle rope. Harvey Whipplebaum Esquire having words with Psycho about his recent actions. The bearded lady now giving chase to Psycho. Psycho meets her with a knee. She's able to stop a facebuster attempt and gets Psycho back in the ring. Psycho runs in, oh gosh, and meets the bearded lady as she enters the ring with a running knee. Off the ropes with a running whiplash neck breaker. Goodness sakes. Goes for the pin. 2. The bearded lady gets out at 2, and Psycho is beside himself. And folks, I have got to be honest, I am actually fairly impressed with Psycho at this point. I didn't know he had that sort of technicality in him. Right now, he's applying a kneeling sleeper. However, the bearded lady trying to get up to her feet, elbowing Psycho to break the hold, but before she escapes, Psycho delivers an expertly placed hair pull mat slam, goes for the pin. Bearded lady still in the game, kicks out at 2. Psycho, who is perhaps, I would speculate, could be a bit envious of the luscious locks of the bearded lady, has targeted her hair throughout the match. Now, with her hanging on the middle rope, he lines up looking to go for a running knee to the back of the head. She evades, and he, like we say back on the ranch, split the rail right on the middle rope. Psycho now goes for a double leg takedown, but instead is caught between the legs of the bearded lady, who goes for a reverse double underhook into a backslide. 1. That's it, folks. The bearded lady retains.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the bearded lady.
Always there to make sure that his client is safe and sound. Harvey Whipplebaum ecstatic at the bearded lady's second defense of her, I don't know what it is, title, but now the bearded lady promising to make good on threats that she was going to kiss that boy. And she does! Folks, thank you so much for joining us for this, our first season finale. And I am just being told that Manny Lemons has, in fact, found a tag team partner for the match that's coming up. Don't go anywhere. Tag team action is next.
Now I will kill you.
That he is dominant. Oh, and the butcher's hooks.
Popularity. What is it made of?
It's the man you are, man. Echo loads and...
This is not a match between men.
See what makes people like one person and not another.
And his partner from the Great White North, WCW superstar Glacier!
Folks, welcome back to the season finale of our inaugural season at Devotion Championship Wrestling Television. Glacier, WCW icon and superstar Glacier, who was here as part of the training with the locker room in the Al Snow Wrestling Academy, Utah, agreed backstage to join Manny Lemons in this fight against the Prophets of Destruction. What an entrance and what a season finale, folks. I hope you are enjoying it just as much as I am, because we are in for a treat. I'm sure many of you, just like myself, remember that history and groundbreaking moment when Glacier made his debut with WCW. And now, folks, I've got chills. I tell you what, I've got chills with no irony intended. Referee Izzy pulling double duty tonight. She will be the one tasked with trying to keep the Prophets in line. The bell has sounded and we are underway. Manny Lemons starting off against the brother of the Morning Star, Brother Chatwin. Into a collar and elbow tie-up go Lemons and Chatwin, and right into a side headlock from Manny Lemons. He's got it wrenched in there tight. Brother Chatwin receiving encouragement from his spiritual advisor, who is ringside, the MK Bandit, aka Matthew Robles. Chatwin able to reverse things into a wrist lock and has control over Manny's elbow, but Manny is fighting back, whips Brother Austin over the ropes and pitches him over his hip like it ain't no thing. Manny taking some time to show off his Hunga skills, hoping to impress his tag team partner, a former WKA Southeastern super heavyweight champion. That is Glacier. Back into a collar and elbow tie-up. This time it is Brother Chatwin who gets a side headlock and using his low center of gravity to bring Manny down, having Manny to work harder to stay afoot. But Lemons does get some separation between he and Chatwin. Goes to whip Chatwin, but reversed. And then Manny meets Brother Chatwin in the center of the ring. Manny showing off that collegiate football background with a beautifully executed shoulder tackle. Chatwin's had enough and tags in Tombstone Judas. It has been an interesting season for Tombstone Judas, a man who we saw let a title, the core title, come between himself and his protege, Brother Austin. Now, in the ring, the two go into a collar and elbow tie-up. Tombstone Jesus able to get a side headlock, and he has got it on tight and is able to take Manny over with that headlock. A near fall there as Manny's shoulders were on the mat. Ref Izzy in perfect position. Manny able to counter into a head scissor. Out jumps Tombstone Jesus, and the two are back a pay. The devoted faithful taking some time to let Tombstone Judas know, or at least infer that perhaps instead of using baby oil to show off his muscles, has used Geritol. Whatever he's using, it's working so far. Tags in his partner, and brother Benedict Arnold comes in and brings Lemons down to his knees after several body shots and strikes to the spine. Manny now back up to his feet, trying to break this headlock. However, the Prophets of Destruction, having worked together previously, have got some great continuity going on between them, working cohesively as a team. Manny has yet to get a chance to tag in his partner, Glacier, and he is feeling the effects of a well-oiled or well-geritoled Prophets of Destruction. Lemons, who is desperately trying to get to the ropes, is pulled back into the center of the ring, and oh goodness! Judas drops a leg right onto Lemons' knee and now continues to work on that knee with repeated drops from waist height down on top of Lemons' knee. And honestly, folks, the continuity, the single-mindedness that we are seeing from the Prophets of Destruction, I have to say it, they are going to be a force to be reckoned with in the coming season, which will start next week, folks. We will be back with Season 2 starting next week. Another tag is made, and Judas comes back in, and the two now using their 5 count to work Lemons over, with Chatwin getting a last attempt at choking out DCW's founder. Lemons lands a spot-on right cross and puts Tombstone back on his heels, swims under a hook from Tombstone, and now delivers a roundhouse to the side of Tombstone's face, which puts the former core title holder on its back, goes for the pin, and Tombstone kicks out at 1. I am always impressed at how Lemons is able to expend bursts of energy so well in just the right times to his benefit in the ring. Brother Chatwin saying that he wants that slow iceberg right there, referring, of course, to the WCW icon Glacier. The devoted faithful want to see it, and I think that Brother Chatwin is going to be eating his words here in just a few seconds as the tag is made, and in comes the man, Glacier. Glacier, who is known for his martial arts fighting style in the squared circle, a man who is trained in the Shaolin style of Hunga, among other martial arts. I'm sure that Brother Chatwin has never faced anyone quite like Glacier. Into a collar and elbow tie-up they go. Glacier with the size advantage, but Chatwin uses his speed to reverse the collar and elbow, putting Glacier into the turnbuckles. And with multiple well-placed strikes to Glacier's temporal bone, Chatwin seems to be on a roll. Sets up for a back body drop, but instead gets a knee to the face from Glacier, and those are the chops that he is so famous for. Goes for the cover. Chatwin kicks out at 1, and look at that action, folks. We would expect nothing less from Glacier. Brother Chatwin makes a tag after having his fill from the former TCW heavyweight champion, and Tombstone Jesus comes in for the Prophets of Destruction. Glacier talking to Manny Lemons, perhaps speculating on how angry Tombstone gets when the devoted faithful bring up the age of the Mountain Meadow Messiah. And of course, as always, the Prophets of Destruction have the MK Bandit on their side, who is antagonizing the devoted faithful. However, this, I doubt, will affect Glacier at all, a man who has dealt with the antagonizing antics of even James Vanderberg. I doubt that the spiritual advisor to the Prophets of Destruction will have any effect. A collar and elbow tie-up puts Tombstone into a wrist lock, and quickly he starts targeting Glacier's elbow And Glacier looks to overpower the wrist lock and escape, but no, he doesn't. Tombstone twists around and holds it and goes right back to doing damage to the elbow that is now no doubt vulnerable, but after a couple of intercostal ridge hand strikes, Glacier puts on his own wrist lock and targeting the supraspinatus muscle, he cuts Tombstone down with hammering knife edge strikes. The devoted faithful clearly behind him, and with their adulation, he cuts one last strike, and Tombstone is down. Referee Izzy checking to see if Tombstone submits or not, as Glacier still holds on to that wrist, cranking it tighter and tighter. But to Tombstone's credit, he is not giving up. Transitioning into an Aikido-style Gokyo wrist lock. This is a duly wicked submission maneuver as it's putting pressure both on the shoulder and, oh gosh, he can snap his wrist right there. Tombstone is realizing that he has got to do something, gets to his feet, but Glacier doesn't want to relent the control that he's had. Tombstone chops his feet, pushing Glacier into the corner like a football sled. Ref Izzy starts the count, and Tombstone is now looking to pay back for some of that damage he just endured. Tombstone now looking to make liberal use of the count in the corner. Looks to whip Glacier. Glacier reverses. Tombstone comes out. Glacier misses a roundhouse and now delivers 1, 2, knife edge chops, whips Tombstone and delivers a leveling two-handed chop. Brother Austin comes in looking to help his fellow prophet, and Glacier puts him down with a knife edge to the throat. But he's not done yet. Coming off of the ropes, puts it back down with a knife edge palm thrust combo. Lemons now enters the fray, and these two are fired up. Manny Lemons couldn't have picked a better partner for this match than the combined 8-time tag team champion that is Glacier. Of course, on the outside, MK has got every excuse in the book, and he's using them to delay the momentum that Glacier had going for their team. Strategizing with Brother Chatwin, no doubt we can only expect tomfoolery, shenanigans, and the worst from the Prophets of Destruction from here on out. Tombstone Jesus and Glacier still the legal men, as Izzy has reined in everyone back to the ring, and Tombstone apparently complaining about pulling on the hair, but yeah, Manny points out a pretty good point. You know, myself being short-handed in the hair region, it's not something that we can really complain about. And the devoted faithful making note of that folly as well. Tombstone looks to make a tag, he does so, and in comes Brother Chatwin. This has been one heck of a season finale, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. The devoted faithful want to see more Glacier. They want to see Glacier exact the same amount of pain to Austin as he did to Judas. And there he goes! Oh my gosh! The exact same targeted area in the shoulder. In comes perhaps a budgeting protege of Glacier's, as Lemon shows he can do a knife edge chop as well. Lemon's now looking to send Chatwin across the ring. He does so. Lemons looks for a tackle, but Chatwin comes back with a big back elbow. Now coming in and raining down hammer fist to the back of Manny's skull. Not giving up. And now whitewashing Manny's face into the mat. Straight up choking him. Shades of the Omens, Damien. Chatwin is a man possessed. Pulling Lemons over to the Prophet's corner. He tags in Tombstone Judas, and Judas delivers a midnight to 6 elbow to the base of Manny's head. The Prophets will want to keep this momentum going their way. Tombstone now puts Manny into a sleeper, but Manny gets to the ropes. Oh, come on! I told you we could expect only the worst, but sadly this is just par for Matthew Robles. And look at the smug expression on MK's face. Unforgivable. Tombstone now goes for a suplex, floats over, does not release, gets Manny back up to his feet and delivers another snap suplex. And Manny Lemons has got to get a tag right now. This is a crucial point as brother Chatwin comes in. Oh, and now targeting Manny's same knee that was targeted earlier in the match. Chatwin, seeing the damage is being done, goes for an elbow to that same knee. Glacier now extending an arm, trying to give Manny the reprieve that he so desperately needs. Look at Manny's face. You can see the pain and anguish that he is suffering in the clinch that brother Chatwin has locked on to Manny's knee. Tag is made and in comes Tombstone Judas. Will Manny survive this? Will his knee, will his career survive the end of this match? Tombstone dropping down onto Manny's injured knees like bombs from above. Manny has got to get a tag. He's trying to work his way over to the corner, but Tombstone stops him and brings him back over to the Prophet's corner with his throat pressed against the ropes. Oh, come on! Robles now choking Manny against the ropes. Tombstone coming in like so many a carrion bird to pick the pieces that are left. Manny looking to create separation between he and Tombstone. Manny comes off the ropes, dodges a hook, and oh my gosh, levels Tombstone with a sky-high shoulder tackle. This is it. Lemons has got to get a tag. It's do or die for Manny Lemons and Glacier. If this is going to continue, Tombstone tags in Brother Austin, and Manny tags in Glacier. Glacier comes in with a knife edge to the throat on Austin. Now to a slap to the side of the face. A second puts him down. Egging on Tombstone Judas, who comes back into the ring and is dropped with the signature knife edge from Glacier. Glacier brings both of the Prophets to their feet. Oh no! But is this going to bite him in the rear as he comes off the ropes? They look to clothesline him. Off the ropes comes Glacier, and a double lariat puts the Prophets down on their backs. Sensing that his team is in trouble, Robles has crawled onto the apron. Glacier takes care of him, pitching Tombstone into Robles and out of the ring. And with a chop palm combo, Chatwin is put down as well. Manny Lemons with the lemon in hand. He bites the sour to get the power. Lemons, the legal man. But Glacier is calling for Chatwin. Will we see the cryonic kick? No! It was a ruse! The lemon drop! He goes for the cover. 2! That's it, folks! Ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible season finale. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, I'm Lauren Gardner, the Cicerone. And until next season, next week, stay devoted.
Now I will kill you.